In this video, we are going to be seeing the data layer reading details. Now we have already gone through what a data layer is and the storing details of it. Like we saw how to push values into a data layer in key value pair. So now we'll just look at the reading details, which means how to use the values from data layer and like how to send it to Google Tag Manager, so Google Tag Manager can actually do something with it. So yeah, we'll just look into it. So as you might remember, we had created this tag yesterday. Yeah, and we were pushing in the variable page section, which equal to click text every time the event was page section update. So every time a message popped up which gave us update about which page we had clicked, resume or portfolio, according to that, that text would appear here. And now we had created this, but how do we actually make it available to Google Tag Manager? We do it by using variables. Right, firstly, I'll just launch the preview mode. So as you can see, we have a preview mode launched, and if I were to click on resume here, we remember that there was a click where the DLP resume and portfolio section tag fired. But if we were to go to the data layer here, we don't see any page section update, but the message that comes with it, we change the name of the message to page section update, right? That event, the name of the event, we changed it from message to page section update, so it was more clear. And if we click on that, then we can see page section was resume. Now this value, if we have to send this value to Google Tag Managers so it can actually do some work with it, right? And we'll do that with the use of variables. If we go to our Google Tag Manager, in here we'll create a new variable. Sorry, my bad. We'll go to new, and this will be our data layer variable, since we are working with a data layer variable. So data layer variable name. Now this is where you'll actually name the variable. This is just the value of the key you want to enter here. We learned that we store values in key value pairs, right? So this key is what we'll enter here, page section. And always remember that, again, this is case sensitive. I've said that in previous videos as well. This is case sensitive, so you need to be very careful that you're typing it as it is, otherwise it won't detect the values. So we have created this. Now we'll just name it data layer variable page section. Okay, we'll save this, and we have created a variable here. Now by using this variable, we can send the data to Google Tag Manager. As we learned that variable is just added information about tags or triggers, so we can use that to send data to Google Tag Manager so that it can actually work on it. Now we'll just connect it. We'll just make a new tag. New tag configuration. Suppose you want a GA4 event tag configuration tag, set it to GA4 configuration, and event name page section or page section update. So this is what you want your event name to show as. Update. Now obviously if you want this tag to fire, we'll have to link some trigger to it, like when this condition is met, then this tag will fire, right? So even in this, we'll have to make a custom trigger. We have seen previously that there are 4 types of trigger, and the 4th one is other, and in that we'll go and select custom event. Now what this means is, we know that on click our page section update changes to whatever page we have clicked on. Suppose we have clicked on resume, so it changes to resume, and if we have clicked on portfolio, it changes to portfolio. but it does not actually show that value on the click event itself. It shows the value on the event that follows the click event, which is the page section update event. So as you can see in the click event, you can't see the page section as resume, but in the following message event, you can see that the page section is set to resume. So we need to say that when this event happens, only then we want our GA4 tag to fire, right? Because if we set it on this, we don't have a value of resume yet. So we want to set it on this, that when this event happens and we have the value here, only then we want the tag to fire, right? Again, event name will set as so we are setting this trigger on a custom event, right? So we need to say which event do we need it to fire on. So firstly we'll check which event, page section update. So we'll write event name as page section update, right? Then we'll just name this trigger C page section update, right? Save. So yeah, this is what tag configuration should look like. And if we save it, yeah, our tag has been created. The GA page section update tag has been created. Now if I were to go to preview, so let's say I click resume, then portfolio, then resume, and I go back here, and in the summary, data layer page section should be resume because my last click was resume, right? Now if I were to go to click, see, this is where the tag is actually firing. Like this is where I'm actually clicking the resume button, but you can see data layer value has not yet appeared. It appears in the page section update. Where is this? It's here, and this is where we want our tag to fire as well. So if we click here, we can see that on this event our tag was successfully fired. Similarly, if we go here, you can see that the resume and portfolio section tag was fired, but then on the page section update, that's where the page section update tag fired. So this is how you use variables from the data layer, send them to tag manager, and how to make use of them using the tag manager. Now there's also one important tool or tip you might say while working with this, is that if you go on inspect here and go to console, so I have this extension on, which is data layer inspector, and if you look very closely here, you can see all the events happening: data layer push, GTM click, page section update, and then the GA4 event that we had set. Firstly, very like previously, few videos ago, we had set up basic all click events, so you can see that's firing. Then we had set scroll events, you can see that firing, and then today what we did, page section update, even that worked. If I were to quickly clear this, yeah, see, if I scroll down, it shows me what happened in real time, which events fired in real time. So we had set the scroll depth threshold uh, trigger on that an event should fire when person scrolls 75%, 90%, and all that. So you can see that in real time as well. So this inspector tool can be very helpful, because just like your preview, it's very much like your preview. It shows what's happening in real time. And again, if I scroll down here, perform some activity, then some events are being set into motion, and if you want to check them in analytics, again you can go to analytics, and in debug view, to click here, yeah, we can see that all these events are showing up here in the debug view in real time, which means the data is being sent to analytics as well. So yeah, this was all about the reading details of data layer. We saw once we push some variables inside the data layer, how to actually make them available to Google Tag Manager and how to put them to use. So that is what this video was all about. Thank you for watching.